Hello, and welcome to An English Learner. In today's video, we are learning the present perfect passive. We are also making example sentences of environment. Subscribe. And let's get started. At first, we are going to compare active and passive voice sentences. They have thrown plastic into the water. Plastic has been thrown into the water. People have hunted some animals. Some animals have been hunted. People have eliminated some species. Some species have been eliminated. People have cleaned up the beach. The beach has been cleaned up. People have collected bottle tops. Bottle tops have been collected. They have produced exhaust fumes. Exhaust fumes have been produced. We use passive voice to emphasize an action. We also use passive voice when we don't know who does an action or it's not important. To say who does an action, we add by. Passive voice is formed of the verb to be and past participle. To form present perfect passive, we need an auxiliary have or has. To complete an affirmative sentence, we begin with a subject, have or has, then been, and a verb with ed. For example, cooked, looked, played. Oceans have been polluted by industrial waste. Global warming has been caused by humans. The crops have been sprayed. The lake has been contaminated. To make a negative sentence, we begin with a subject, have, or has, then not, plus been, and a verb with ed. The rubbish has not been recycled. The containers have not been reused. Unleaded petrol has not been fueled. The oil spill has not been cleaned. To ask a question, we begin with an auxiliary have, or has, add a subject, then been, and a verb with ed. Has the air been polluted? Have factory emissions been reduced? Have the animals been hunted? Have the oceans been overfished? To complete an affirmative sentence with irregular verbs, we start with a subject, have, or has, plus been, and past participle. Past participle is the third form of an irregular verb, which you can find in the irregular verb table. Around 200 million tons of fish have been caught. Tropical rainforests have been cut down. Carbon footprints have been left. Exhaust fumes have been thrown into the air. To complete a negative sentence with irregular verbs, we begin with a subject, have, or has, plus not, then been, and past participle. Tapping water has not been drunk by people. Ecology has not been taught at schools. The forest fire has not been put out. The eco-warriors have not been heard. To ask a question with irregular verbs, we start with have, or has, add subject, then been, and past participle. Have fossil fuels been run out of? Has the fact been known by the politicians? Have the trees been cut down? Has coal been burnt at the factory? What should we do to protect the environment? Write in comments. Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. Subscribe to learn English.